Good morning. So yesterday I did a post on your joints and muscles shouldn't hurt, they shouldn't feel stiff. And today I want to talk a little bit about why your joint and muscles do feel stiff. My name is Kelly Williams. I'm a corrective exercise specialist. And what a corrective exercise specialist does is we focus on looking at why your joints and muscles might be stiff and trying to separate how much of that's more like posture, movement alignment, and how much of that is medical. Corrective exercise specialists don't work in the medical. We work on the non-clinical side of joint and muscle stiffness. So yesterday I was reminding everybody that your joints and muscles shouldn't feel stiff. A lot of us live in this middle section where it doesn't feel good, so it's not great and healthy and functional and normal, but it's not medically broken. A lot of us live in this middle section and we're taught either focused or not focused to either wait until it gets better or wait until it becomes a medical problem to do something about it. And I'm just telling you yesterday, don't wait. You're in this middle section. This is your body telling you to do something now. So let's talk about why your joints and muscles might get stiff, and it's not a medical issue. Something's not broken, something's not injured, those not dislocated, that type of stuff. And there's several reasons. I'm going to talk about one today, and I could probably do more lives on a couple of these other functions. And remember, this is from the lens of corrective exercise. So one of those reasons is the use it or lose it principle. So all of our joints, so this is where two bones come together. It doesn't matter if it's bones in my finger, bones in my neck, my low back, my ankle, any place where two bones come together, this is a joint. Now, every single joint is designed to be used a certain way. A lot of times when they're teaching about joints, they use the analogy of hinges. Think about door hinges, cabinet hinges. There's lots of different types of hinges out there that all work in different ways. Joints are kind of the same way. They're all designed to be moved in certain ways, and they like to be moved in those ways. When we start moving our bones or our joints in a way that it's not designed for, so that can be maybe I have a joint that is purely hinge, and now I'm doing extreme extension, half hinge, extreme extension. Or maybe I have a joint that's designed for more rotation, and I'm not doing any rotation with it. It works both ways with our joints. Our joints like to be moved in the way that they're designed to be moved. So if they're designed for a lot of extension, they like that. If they're getting a little bit of extension, joints tend to not feel good. If the joint is designed for rotation, a lot of rotation, I'm kind of just being very, making it up here, and it likes a lot of rotation, then that's good. If it's designed for a little bit of rotation and we're giving it a lot of rotation, it's not going to feel good. So one of the main things that I see with clients coming in as to why they have chronic joint and muscle discomfort is because they're not using the joints the way that they should be, the way the joints are designed to be moved or used, and that can be on both ends of the spectrum. They're using the joint in a way it's not designed to. They're doing too much, or they're underusing a joint in a way it's designed to. So I always tell clients, joints like movement and they like full range of motion. And if we're not using it, we're probably going to end up with some tightness and discomfort. Now, down the road, so let me give you the example of the shoulder. Let's say I'm just not reaching up overhead. I'm not ever getting my shoulder up into this range because most of my life is lived in front of me. My phone, my steering wheel, my computer, my desk, my food, everything's in front. So I'm just not doing a lot of overhead reaching. And every single time I do try to do overhead reaching, my shoulder hurts and doesn't feel good. So guess what? I'm just not going to do that. Now that is a strategy that a lot of us do, and sometimes that's unconscious. It's not that you're choosing not to use your joint, but you're just like, it doesn't feel good, so I'm not going to do it. But that joint is designed to do that. It's designed to do a lot of things, that shoulder joint. And when we start limiting when and how we use joints because it doesn't feel good, then that perpetuates the issue. So now every time I go overhead, ooh, it doesn't feel good. Ooh, that doesn't feel good. So I use it less and less and less. And over time, the shoulder joint gets less and less able, using the soft tissue, to get overhead. And that's fine if you're living your life in a very forward direction. Now, let's say you're on the bus, you're taking the bus, or I don't know, you're out in a rainstorm and the bus slams on the brakes and you have to grab the bar. Or you're out in a rainstorm and you've got an umbrella and the wind blows your arm back and it forces your arm into that up position, which it hasn't been using and hasn't had the range for a long time. That's where we end up injured out of nowhere, is that I just reached up or I grabbed something and something got injured. And the truth is, it's been building for a while. So yesterday, what I was telling people, and today what I'm telling people is, if you've got stiffness and soreness in a muscle that's not medically injured in any way, that's your body telling you something's off. And one of the biggest reasons that I see it's off is because that joint hasn't been getting the movement that it needs. A really common one that most people don't know about is our femur. Our femur should have a little bit of rotation, that's your thigh bone, should have a little bit of rotation on top of moving, right, flexion and extension. Most people don't realize that the femur needs a little bit of rotation for a lot of healthy movement. And when our hips get really tight, especially up at our pelvis, our femur can get stuck and not have that rotation, and that can create knee issues, that can create hip issues, that can create low back issues. It can create a lot of different issues. So our joints like to be moved, even if you're not aware of what that movement is. If you have stiffness and tightness, that's going to be your body telling you that I am losing some sort of range. Now there's other reasons. Again, I'll do other TikTok lives on what those other reasons are. But one of the biggest one is because we're not using our joints the way they're designed to be used. We're overusing it or underusing it. And the soft tissue, your muscles, your ligaments, your tendons, discs, bursa, whatever it is that we have in our joint that supports it, is not getting full use or getting overuse as well. And all of this just creates discomfort. So listen to your body. If something's tight and uncomfortable, it's your body telling you something, and it might be a limitation of range at the joint. All right, I'll do another one tomorrow, guys. Nice to see you. Thank you.